Horoscope for Gemini, Wednesday, 14 January 2026. Welcome to Cosmologicaleb. Today, Gemini, the universe challenges you to find your center in the midst of a cosmic tension that seems to be woven between what you want and what you need. It's as if an invisible string connects your ambitions to your limits, demanding that you balance expansion with prudence. While Jupiter opposes its expansive energy to the Sun, Mercury, and Mars, it feels an internal pressure that pushes forward, but also a force of Saturn and Uranus that calls for stability and clarity. It is not a day for passivity, but for alchemy, to transform the fire of your impulses into controlled fire that illuminates paths, not flames that consume. The Moon, in sextile with Venus and trine with Saturn, brings a touch of emotional diplomacy, reminding you that even in chaos, there is room for calm. Start the day with the awareness that your physical body, House 1, is the anchor that will keep you steady. Take a deep breath, give yourself permission to feel the tension without letting yourself be dominated by it, and remember that every challenge is an opportunity to reveal strengths you didn't know you had. Today, it is not a question of resisting the wind, but of learning to fly with it. In the professional and financial field, today's energy is a roller coaster of ambitions and realities. Jupiter in House 2, the sector of your material resources and self-esteem, shines with intensity, impelling you to seek opportunities for expansion. However, his opposition to the Sun, Mercury, and Mars, all in House 8, the land of transformations and shared resources, adds a layer of tension. It's like your mind is designing a 10-story building, but your feet are on a ground that still needs foundation. Saturn in the 10th house, the king of discipline and structures, reminds you that the foundations are not built in a day. Today, when you review budgets or projects, you will feel an urgent need to move quickly, but Saturn whispers to you, pause, calculate. Don't let emotion cloud logic. You may be tempted to accept an attractive job offer or invest in a business without having reviewed all the details. Jupiter's energy will push you to say yes, but the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune in House 10, your public achievements and associations, will lead you to doubt. Here is the magic. It is not a question of rejecting the impulse, but of channeling it rigorously. If you're negotiating a contract, Mercury, at Home 8, what others own will help you write clear clauses, but Uranus at Home 12 warns you, don't get tangled up in unnecessary bureaucratic formalities. In finance, Jupiter in House 2 will make you want to invest or spend on something that makes you feel more. But the Moon in trine with Saturn suggests that today is not the day for extreme risks. Instead, look for opportunities in collaboration, House 8. A partner, a shared loan, or a team project could be the key. Imagine you're at a work meeting, and an idea of yours is supported by a partner. That's no coincidence. Venus in House 8, along with Mars, is weaving support networks. Make the most of it, but keep your feet on the ground. Today's energy is not to run, but to run with maps in your hands. Your physical and emotional health today depends on your ability to balance the fire of Mars at House 8 with the structure of Saturn at House 10. Imagine your body as a bow. If you strain too much a rope, it risks breaking. Mars urges you to act energetically. You may be tempted today to exercise more than usual or start a new routine, but Saturn asks you not to do it at the expense of your well-being. The Moon in trine with Saturn suggests that today is a good day for establishing lasting habits, not for extremes. If your plan was to run 10 kilometers, maybe today your body will ask you only 5, but with a precise breathing technique. Or if you've been postponing a doctor's visit, today the Moon and Saturn will give you the strength to schedule it. Also, Mercury, at Home 8, reminds you that sharing information about your health with someone you trust, a family member, or a professional can reveal solutions you hadn't considered. A gym buddy might suggest a stretch that relieves chronic tension. In the management of energy, the trigonal aspect between Mars and Uranus, in House 12, will allow you to channel excess energy into creative or spontaneous activities, such as dancing in your room or improvising energetic cleaning. But do not underestimate the importance of pauses. The moon in trine with Neptune invites you to moments of stillness, such as a hot shower or a short nap, where your mind can slow down. Remember, today, the balance between action and rest is the key not to exhaust yourself. In emotional terms, the moon in the house 7, your relationships, shines with a sextile to Venus, suggesting that today personal connections have the potential to be deep and meaningful. However, opposition with Jupiter adds a layer of complexity. You may be tempted to idealize someone or the situation, or look for more than you already have. It's like you're looking at a distant horizon and every step approaches you, but you don't reach it. Maybe someone you've had recent tensions with will write to you. His message may seem like a reconciliation, but your intuition, supported by Pluto in House 9, which helps you see hidden patterns, will warn you that there are nuances. Today is not the day to accept hasty compromises, but to ask for clarity. If a couple or friend proposes something important to you, don't be afraid to say, "I want to understand well before taking a step." We can talk slower. Venus in trigon with Uranus will help you break toxic patterns, but Jupiter's opposition will remind you that not all that shines is gold. In friendships, the moon in trine with Saturn suggests that today you might receive unexpected support from someone you've been ignoring, such as a coworker or a childhood friend. Use that energy to reconnect, but without idealizing. The moon asks for authenticity. In romance, Mars at home 8 intimate transformations will push you to talk about deep needs. You may feel the urgency of saying, "I need more emotional connection," or "I want to talk about our future," but the moon warns you, do it calmly, not with demand. Today, emotional diplomacy is more powerful than intensity. Today, your mind moves between logic and intuition, as if you were a comet that oscillates between the Earth and the stars. Mercury, Venus, and Mars in House 8, transformations and shared resources, push you to solve inner mysteries. What prevents you from moving forward? What patterns you need to release? Pluto in House 9, travel and expansion, adds a layer of deep introspection, as if a map of the subconscious were revealed to you. A revealing example: while you're in the shower or driving, an idea will hit you with the force of lightning. It could be a solution for a project where you're stuck, or a reminder that something in your life is no longer useful to you. A potential customer will write you an ambiguous message, and all of a sudden you'll understand what you're missing to close the deal. That mental click is a gift from Uranus in the 12th house, which invites you to free yourself from old conditioning. In the spiritual realm, the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune in the 10th house, public achievements, will lead you to reflect on your long-term purpose. Today you may feel the urgency of writing in a journal, meditating on your goals, or even refocusing your career. Today's energy is not to make radical decisions, but to sow seeds that will flourish over time. If you feel anxiety, use the harmony of Venus and Uranus to change your environment, such as taking a walk in nature or reviewing old photos that will reconnect you with your story. Given today's mixed climate, I propose an alchemy ritual. Write on a paper everything you feel today that slows down your ambitions, fears, doubts, frustrations. Then take the paper to a kitchen, mix it with water and a pinch of salt, which represents purification. Decree out loud, "This energy is transformed into fuel for my growth." Once done, pour the water into the drain and paper into the wastebasket, imagining how it becomes positive energy. This ritual, supported by the opposition of Jupiter and the trigon of Uranus, will help you to release what grips you and channel that energy into concrete projects. Your talisman color today is violet, associated with Jupiter and intelligent expansion. You don't need to dress up a raging violet, but a detail, like a handkerchief, an accessory of that tone, or even the wallpaper of your mobile phone, will be enough to tune into the energy of growth and clarity. The violet, like a door to the unknown, will remind you that today you can dream big, but with your feet on the ground. Today, you will discover that tension is not an enemy, but a teacher. You will overcome the fear of insecure by transforming it into purposeful action. Trust that every challenge you face will be the rung that brings you closer to your goals. Have a nice day, dear Gemini. Subscribe to Cosmologica Lab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.